Hey guys, Mark here. It is the night before day one. I'm going out on a big backpack. It's actually one of the tougher things to do is sleep the night before. I mean, I need to rise early tomorrow. Tomorrow's a big day. But that, you know what that means? That just means I'm not going to have many hours of sleep because I'm going to stress. And yeah. But, figure it out. Definitely just the stress and being intimidated and that gets a little better. Now it's my third big backpack. It's been 2 years. It feels like a lot has happened in the last 2 years. It feels like it's been longer. And yeah, I mean, really, it's an 11-day backpack. Yeah. Let's talk about what's going on here. Let's talk about what the actual backpack is going to entail. All right, here is the Banff National Geographic. This backpack isn't even really covered on these maps. Not the whole thing, anyway. All right, I'm gonna start here. Mosquito. Day one, gonna be up to here. Molar Creek. Day two is going to be down to Red Deer Lakes, and that is the end of my campgrounds until I come all the way back there. After that, it is just nothing but random permits. So here, going out into this, and there's no map for that except for this guy here, which is really the only way you can see all of Banff National Park. On a map, it's not very descriptive, but as you can see, I've used it to elaborate on the Banff front ranges, right? I mean, this blue one is Sawback. I did that earlier. This is Sawback Ridge Loop. That's the Cascade Fire Road, and here's my backpack. So you can see I've been writing all over it, right? Here is, that's one of my major crossings, by the way, crossing the Pipestone. So I'm going to keep going along here. The Red Deer cabin is in here someplace. That's going to be my next stop. Up here, I'll stop here at this divide. So this is the Red Deer River, and then I'm going to go up Divide Creek, and that's going to be 2 days. So I'll stay somewhere in the vicinity of the Divide Patrol cabin. I have asked permission for this to stay near cabins, and then I'm going to stay right here just before I cross Clearwater River. There's supposed to be an outfitter camp. Okay, moving along, I'm going to stay at, it's called Molar Creek. So that is, I believe, here. That's going to be a short day. And moving on from there, I'll go to Clearwater Lakes, and that's not even on here. So that's going to be another short day. From there, it's going to be to Devon Lakes. And at this point, I can transition back to the other map. Okay, here we go. Yeah. Molar Creek. All right, so we got Trident Lake, Clearwater Lakes, and then Devon Lakes. All right, so then it's going to be 2 passes, Clearwater Pass and Pipestone Pass, and back to Fish Lakes. And then out we go. So it is a giant lollipop, basically. All right, so the trail, know your gear, know yourself. The trail I've done a lot of research on. The Canadian Rockies Trail Guide, you're talking, I'll put the description down below because you're looking at like 5 different trail descriptions and they're not all that descriptive, right? So there's that. There are these maps. I contacted Banff National Park and had long conversation with a guy who's also going to go and do it, right? He's actually out there now. There's not much on YouTube for beta on this. This will be, unless someone puts it out before I do, and that does happen, right? This will be the first beta. My YouTube video will probably be the first video out for this. Yeah, what else did I do? I found, the Banff National Park guy actually pointed me at someone's blog who went and did this thing. So that was helpful. So they did a write-up about it. I downloaded it in PDF form and I've got it loaded on my phone, right? There's some all trails I was able to download. So just as a nice backup, did whatever I could, right? I try to make sure the water levels are going to be okay for my 2 big crossings, and it looks like they will be. I'm going in late August, so the passes are going to be fine for snow, right? Okay. Know your gear. So I'm actually feeling comfortable enough to experiment with gear on this one. So today I actually went shopping. All right. One of the problems I've been having is cold feet when I'm sleeping. I don't have very good circulation in my feet. Now, my sleeping bag has been getting kind of dirty. The more dirty a down bag gets, the colder it gets. But I decided to actually go out and invest in socks that are purely just like hot. These are literally just sleeping socks. I got 2 of them for like, I think it was $25. So I didn't really want 2, but whatever. I'll just put the other ones in a drawer someplace. On my last backpack too, I had a rain day. I mean, this is an 11-day backpack. I'm sure I'll have rain a few times. Everything was fine as I was hiking except for my hands. They were freezing. So I decided to go and invest in some like neoprene, as long as they'll keep my hands at least kind of warm in the rain. That's all I want, right? And I mean, this year I've basically cried uncle when it comes to the mosquitoes, man. I mean, and I've never brought mosquito coils out, but someone had one out at Baker Lake on a couple of backpacks ago, and it did seem like the mosquitoes just cleared out. It was cool. So I'm bringing these. I'm bringing 2 full guys of these. This is like 340 grams or something. This is 3/4 pound. But screw it, man. It is just like, I want, mosquitoes are easily the worst thing out there. So let's see if these things work. And these, I'm bringing 2 so that I can be totally liberal with it. I can put it on, coat myself twice a day all over my face, my arms, that sort of thing. One more thing with my gear. I decided to leave my water shoes at home. So I've gone to trail runners and I find that, they dry out just fine. It's the socks that don't dry out very well. So I'll bring 3 pairs of socks, which normally I do anyway. Maybe I'll bring 4. If I'm going to have my sleeping socks too, maybe it'll be 4. But that means that, the socks are wet, but the shoes, the shoes will dry out, right? I mean, so you end up with wet feet more than you would with the boots, but I think it's worth it, right? So that means I leave the wet shoes at home. Basically, what I now bring to ward off the mosquitoes, I have now replaced. I've used, the wet shoes are gone, but the mosquito stuff comes in. So my weight really hasn't changed, but So tomorrow, big day, 18-kilometer day. That's my biggest day in the whole thing. It's really not really a way to have nice short days on this one. Not the first day anyhow. And I got to get my butt to bed early and I got to drive to the trailhead and then have an 18-kilometer day. So if I can get that one done, that's already, and it apparently is kind of a confusing trail. So yeah, that's day 1. It's a big hump to get over right off the bat. Morning. I'm pretty much ready to go. I have no excuses to be hanging out here anymore. I'm trying to drag myself out. I've done a lot of backpacking this year, man. My last backpack trip, I kind of had to drag myself out. I almost didn't go. And, I'm really trying to jam a lot of backpacking in. And, I know I'll be happy once I get out there and I'm out there for like 2 hours or something, I'll be happy. But, oh my, right now I just want to go back to bed. I know that I feel a whole lot better once I get this in me too. Right? I'm cruising down the road. I'm off and running. Lake Louise Parkway. It's a delight to drive, but you gotta be patient, man. Right now there's a traffic jam and I don't know why. Nature, construction, who knows? Bit of a setback. 14 kilometers from the trailhead and I am in crawling traffic with no end in sight. No idea how far this stretches out. No idea how much time I'm gonna lose over this. I still have 18 kilometers. It's a backpack over a pass with a pack that has 10 days of food in it. So yeah, this kind of sucks. It was nature. I didn't even see what it was. And then literally 2 minutes later, a few more people had pulled over and there was a black bear right in the ditch, like 5 feet away from the asphalt. So hopefully no one gets too close to that one. But yeah, you gotta be patient on the Icefields Parkway, man. Especially right now, you know, middle of August, there's a lot of tourists. That's for sure. Okay, here we go. It always takes me a little while to get ready once I get here. I go to the bathroom, I change. I have clothes that, you know, I'm always so grateful to have clean stuff. Even if I drove here and sweated in here, it's still gonna be super clean compared to what I get back here with, right? Oh my. Okay. 11 days. This part never gets easier. This part never gets easier. I have not seen a single inch of this trail. Not one. So, let the adventure begin. Busy parking lot. My God, this is a heavy ass pack. It's, you can backpack all summer with like 4 days of food and minimal clothing. Man, it's a bit of a... I actually don't know really how to get to the trailhead. I know that it's over there. So I'll just go across on the bridge, the highway bridge, and do that. Find my way there somehow. And there's a whole lot of stuff. North Molar Pass, South Molar Pass. In the book, it's just Molar Pass and North Molar Pass. So this South Molar Pass is interesting. Never seen this before, just for watercraft. Seen a lot of stuff like that when you watch like Appalachian Trail videos and stuff. You see them stop at these boxes and fill out a bunch of permits. So I've never had that before. Well, let's immediately start climbing. It's okay, only 145 kilometers left. Well, breaking me in early. There's 500 meters of climbing today, so I might as well just get used to it. It's a big day, my biggest day on this backpack. Here it's leveling out a bit. I think won't be too bad, at least all the way to Mosquito Creek Campground anyway. Break number 1. It's kind of significant because, I mean, I'm not afraid to take breaks. So 11 days, I'm gonna have 75 to 100 breaks. So break number 1. It's actually kind of a thing. Well, I just ran into my first 2 people hiking out. This is quite a rooty trail, but it's nice and wide. It's a very popular loop up here. It's Molar Pass, Molar Mountain. So this part here, especially, a lot of people walk up here. So that means there's a lot of routes as you get exposed by the constant foot traffic. But it's a nice wide trail and, you know, it'll be well taken care of. This is how I start and finish this bad boy. It's pleasant. You can hear the creek. You follow the creek all the way to the campground at least. it's blazing hot. So I'm actually glad of the tree cover. Boy, is it tempting to just go, go, go. I have to pull myself back, you know. Well, you can't. I'm sure I've said this every time, but, you know, you cannot wipe out a massive backpack on day one. But you can mess it up on day one, right? So just pull the reins. Yeah. Time's a bit of an issue today too, right? I got started hiking at 1:15, and the sun goes down about just before 9 o'clock. So, and I have 18 kilometers and 500 meters to climb. So, yeah, small possibility I will have to just pitch my tent beside anywhere water I can find. It's getting dark, and yeah, who knows? But that shouldn't happen. I should be able to make it to Molar Pass Campground. There's the main trail, little spur trail coming off it. All right then. First view with a big backpack. Nice. Look at this amazing clear water. Oh yeah, starting to get away from the highway now. Another nice one. Come on, there we go. Very nice. Still out in the open. Man, it seems like whenever you see this on YouTube, it's like zap. We're at Mosquito Creek Campground. This part's nice. What a nice start. It's beautiful out, blue skies. You know, obviously this creek spreads everything out, and oh yeah, I'm quite pleased because I mean, obviously I'm going to walk this again. And I'm planning on this, using this at least probably a couple more times to access the front ranges up here. So pretty happy to see that there's some beauty on this part. This is pretty funny. I was thinking, like, I don't think I brought enough sunscreen. And I actually stopped on Lake Louise to try and pick some up just for the car, just so I could put some on at the car. Because, like, it could be hot and hot and hot. I know today it'll be exposed. I'm just having a break. I just walked up trail a little bit, and lying on the trail, it's like, I'm going to claim it. I mean, it's been here a while, and I'm going to go ahead and say that no one's coming back for it. So, there you go. I have sunscreen. SPF 60, that stuff is like paint. But hey man, I just added on to my weight, but I'll use it every single day. I'll use it quite, you know, I just put some on every surface I have. And you know, I'll go through it. It's all good. I'm as white can be now, that's for bloody sure. There's another bridge back there I didn't put on camera, crossing nothing. You know, this water likes to move around. It's gross, I swear. Why do you set up so close to the trail? I practically stepped on it on trail. I'm amazed it didn't explode. It scared the crap out of me. Anyway. All right. I think now I'm actually across the actual Mosquito Creek now, unless there's another branch over here. Back along a creek again, apparently Mosquito Creek. So that big thing I crossed earlier was another tributary. Yeah, still lots of water left in that thing for how much water it's lost in the last little while. Okay. Must be here at Mosquito Creek. Must be just up here someplace. Nice. Oh, they're right in the sun though. I'm gonna take advantage of picnic tables and get some calories into my system, even though I don't need it yet. I will for sure. I got lots of picnic tables, wow. Taking a look around. Banff National Park, it is just nothing but luxury, man. I'm hoping, oh, there's a tent. Hopefully there's another one at Molar Pass. There will definitely, hell, there'll be two of them probably at Red Deer Lakes. Nothing's numbered. Just seems like you keep following little trails and you find more little tent spots. I like it. It's delightfully simple. Nothing spectacular. You know, you don't have some crazy views. Not bad. Just walk over to the creek and you can have some coffee with a wonderful view. But yeah, I mean, that's the job. It's only 5 kilometers from the trailhead, so give yourself a little base. How on earth do you forget something that insanely blatant? I just, I don't know. It's the whole point of that plastic is so you don't forget it. A orange, bright plastic. Okay, had some soup. If there's anything I can tell you about long backpacks, eat your food. I mean, there's no good at all in like, oh, well, I plan to eat this and this and this, and I only ate this. Great, extra food. You mean extra weight. You don't need extra food, man. If you run out of food, big deal. You still have water. You can still walk yourself out of here. It'll still suck, but you can walk yourself out of here. So, yeah. I know exactly what I'm supposed to eat today, and I'm eating it. All right, the book says to cross straight away, so here's a bridge. I'm assuming that's what I do. It's noteworthy that this campground, it's marked on the app maps 500 meters that way. So 500 meters off, just so you know. The climb and the roots and the rocks are definitely starting to step up a little bit. Once you stop for quite a while too, you put a whole bunch of soup in your stomach, then tends to be a little bit of huffing and puffing because your body is trying to do two things: digest and walk. Ugh. There you go. Oh, that's nice. Beautiful. All right, I've crossed the creek twice. Now, soon, it should be the junction. Nice little glacier here, just getting hammered with the sun. Lots of water coming out of it. I always take pictures of glaciers because in 20 years, who knows what'll be left of this guy. All right. A lot of stuff on that bad boy. Okay, I'm gonna go over to the shade, take a little break. Everything goes well, I should come back here in 131 kilometers. Finished the lollipop. I try to make sure I have all trails. Mostly I like the topo. Like Maps Me, it's very simple, very easy, but there's no topo, so you don't know how high that you are on that. So, I mean, I knew I had 500 meters to climb to this pass. I'm already sitting above 2,100 meters. So I have 200 meters left. I've been climbing. It's subtle, you know, from Mosquito Creek, it became more. Like I've been climbing the last couple of kilometers. but it's been happening, so I'm actually pretty encouraged. That's pretty cool. So I'm already half the elevation to Molar Pass. Couple things to note now. One, this Molar Pass, or South Molar Pass is where they put on the signs, is far less used than North Molar Pass. I've seen probably 10 people today, so who knows? Who knows if I'll see anybody now for the next 2 days. I don't think a lot of people do the actual Molar Mountain circuit. They just go up North Molar Pass and then back. Anyway, Molar Pass is my next objective. And it's only like 3 kilometers away, but it's a climb. Oh my. Turn around and look back. Woo! Oh. Oh boy, I've only come 400 meters since the intersection. But I've climbed 50 meters, so that's something, that's for sure. Oh. I just ran into 5 people who were staying at the Mosquito Creek. They went and day hiked Molar Pass. I'm definitely not going to get the solitary on this one that I did on the other 2 trails. The other 2 trails I had like 7-day periods where I saw one person, but this time I think it'll be like 7 days where I'm out in the middle of nowhere, so I'm sure I'll probably see 1 or 2 people in that time, or maybe 1. So yeah, I don't mind hanging around, seeing some people anyway, so they're nice to chat with. Okay, not sure if you're it or if it's up there somewhere. I think it's up there somewhere. Anyway, nice little moment of breaking out. I got to take my break in the trees while I can, because soon they'll go away and then I'll be at the mercy of the sun. Pretty sweet. This is just nice. Actually hasn't been much climbing. It's subtle, if there has been. Stepped off trail for a bit of shade, and a whole bunch of mountain goats also like this spot for the shade. Yeah, a lot of coats been shedded in here. Okay. I'm getting there. I think I'm working my way up this way. No, I'm wrong. Just had a look at the what's going on here, and I can see the trail. This is the pass. Wow. Okay. Get up to the pass, that'll look even better. Here we go. Last big push. It's all laid out in front of me. Oh, beautiful. Could easily go and climb up this thing if you had extra energy. Outstanding. Another pass. Well, time to leave this, I think. Apparently the true summit is another 300 or 400 meters. And that's when I'll get the view down the other side. Well, I'm 300 meters away. There's nothing here. but it does seem like the highest part. You go down there, you're a little lower. All right, well, definitely want to go down there and see what that looks like. Nothing like a pass, I tell ya. I'm hoping for a better shot of this guy. This guy is outstanding. Looks like the trail goes up there, so I think I will get a great shot from there. Sure doesn't take long till you come to some water. So I'm 1.5 kilometers from where you kind of breached the top of this. So now it's starting to go down. Now you're starting to see. That's beautiful. Oh well, that's Molar Mountain. Well, now I understand. It's like the molar of a tooth. Like a molar tooth. That's funny. Man, that is... From this angle, man. I kind of thought this was molar, but that's, yeah, that's... And that barely classifies as a mountain around here. These are mountains. I'm on a trail. It's a lesser trail. The thing broke in two, and this one kind of goes up here. I walked down just a little bit, and the other one is down there. But I had read that I had saw on Stuart Howe's YouTube that it is a little confusing in here. So I don't know. I'll keep an eye on this. I'll see if these two join up again. But yeah, I mean, you can see it's a trail, but it's not as pitted and deep as the other one was. I just wanted to take the higher one. I wanted to see this. And now I'm a little bit concerned, right, that I'm not on the trail anymore. Well, I'm still a little concerned. I do have the trail on all trails, and I'm bang on top of what they walked, so I just wish I could see the other one, what it was doing, where it was going. As long as this one keeps going down valley, I'm happy. Well, I think I've had enough of this trail. It's slowly fizzling out, and I can see the other trail down there. I'm just gonna shortcut my way down. Well, frankly, whatever trail is correct, this one has been more pitted, more used, so I feel a little better on it. Let's see what happens. Well, someone got a little bored. Made a little rock pile. If you look at the app maps, going up here, there's a trail. And from what I saw back there of that, it looks nuts. It looks like something only for mountaineers. But it says Molar Pass route on it. Where did these guys get these maps and these trails that are on these maps? Sometimes you really wonder, like, that's Molar Pass route? It's not. It absolutely is not. Snuck off the trail and trying to see this without slipping and dying. Not bad, man. Not bad at all. This guy is right on the edge of this thing now. Look at these guys. Very cool. All right. Jeez. Some great shots coming down this guy. See the trail over here? Clearly dug down. It's a nice companion, that Molar Mountain. Update on the two trails. I mean, I'm on a ridge. Over there you got the drop off, and now you have this semi-canyon. And the other trail is over there, the one that's traced out on all trails. But it goes down and goes across. And I think both trails come down to Molar Creek, so I think we'll have a join up here pretty quick. All right, looks like it's time to cross Molar Creek. Got a marking here, there's another one over there, there's the trail. The other trail is showing about 150 meters up this way. Nice thing about this is I feel like my major descent is over. Having steep descent with all this weight on your back and stuff, it's sucks on the knees, right? So hopefully now it's nice and light for the rest of it. Well, my very nice track has decided to come down into this stream and make things very confusing. Oh, did I find something? Okay. I mean, you think you have to walk down the stream, right? Jesus. This is outstanding. This is so cool. This is nice hiking. Well, looks like we crossed this again. I'm actually going to take my shoes off and just do it barefoot. I don't have my water shoes anymore. Taking these shoes off takes about 8 seconds. Yeah. So I got tired of trying to figure out if that all trails track is anything. So I am actually up in the trees above where I just crossed that creek. There's no trail. All trails, sometimes it's bullshit. It's bullshit. I mean, it's supposed to be where somebody walked, but I keep looking back. It doesn't get much better than that. It doesn't. It just rises up. The sun is smashing into it. Well, this is pretty wonderful walking now. I hope it stays like this. Nice and spread out. You can see things. Well, now that this trail has gotten down into the forest, I had to cover up my arms and legs so they don't get all scratched. You can see that there's not quite the care cutting trees out. This is pretty much what was advertised, right? This is the least taken care of part of the Molar Loop. Look like I got to cross this again. It's hard to tell. You can see here that I am in the right spot, right? On this side at least. And then you got to walk over a little bit and kind of... There, see the trail? I don't know how many times I have to cross because there's zero information about this in Canadian Rockies Trail Guide. Like, nada. Jesus. Every time I look back. Well, for all I know, I'm crossing this thing 8 more times. I mean, I know I have to at least cross one more time to get on the other side for the campground, I believe. So, this is what trail runner life is, right? Time to get in the water. Woo. I have 3 pairs of socks plus a pair of sleeping socks. Ugh, these ones will get tied onto the back of my bag tomorrow if I can figure that a safe way to do that. And the shoes will be dry like probably by midday tomorrow, so not a big deal. But I mean, tomorrow I'm crossing the Pipestone River, so they'll get wet again then. Yeah, they're much lighter on my feet, and that part I love. But I mean, even if I had my big boots, I don't know. You know, would I be changing them out again and again and again? I don't know if they'd have got, well, this part here they might have got across. No big deal, they're not here, so who cares? But yeah, anyway, I'm still sold on these trail runners. Okay, this trail's starting to become a bit of a thing. So here it comes right into the creek again, and there's no trail on the other side. It looks like there's something here. So, I mean, I already followed this once. I'm just showing you guys. There's a bit of something here. Okay. Is there a trail over there? There's a rock on top of a stump. Does that mark a trail? I mean, you can clearly walk, but so what? That could be just the animals doing that, right? Getting a little confusing. Well, I crossed. I was like, oh yeah, this must be it. But then I walk over to the stump, and not only does there an old... There's this, and there's that. Oh yeah. So that was my fourth crossing now, and it's been like 250 meters since my third crossing when I decided to get my feet wet. So now I'm glad I did, because clearly I'm going to be crossing many times. Holy crap. I got to walk along you for a while and get constant views of you. Sure hope I get good views. Well, is that cool? It's starting to drag on me. This is my biggest first day on an expedition. Like the North Boundary Trail, it was like 13 kilometers, but it was actually a little bit downhill and stuff. The South Boundary Trail, I had a lot of food and it was over a pass, but it was like 11 kilometers. 18 kilometers and a pass. What I'm doing to my body right now, it's going to resonate for days, right? And it's, yeah, it's cumulative. When you're on an 11-day thing, it's cumulative. Got this glacier here, and look at the size of the waterfall coming out of it. I don't know if it shows well on screen, but that's a lot of water coming. That is going to give that creek some teeth, that's for sure. It's kind of a nice little turn. And I mean, you can hear this waterfall, right? It is just raging. There's a lot of water coming out of those glaciers. Wow. Oh man. This trail is downhill, which my legs do not appreciate right now. Rocky, rooty. I have to be careful. I've pretty much run out of energy. I'm starting to think I should just stop and have supper. And I mean, I'm getting little aches and pains, and I need this day to be done. It's 2.2 kilometers as the bird flies, but like, look how fast I'm going. It's just so slow. I'd love to just burn rubber and get it done, but that is not going to happen. Not at all. What the heck is this? Okay. Wow, an actual indication. Amazing. Pretty impressive back there. Okay. That was a long spell of descent. Ugh. Campground now showing 1.9 kilometers. I think I'm just walking along the creek all the way there, but I mean, really, I don't know, so. I get it. That's why the hiker sign's over there, because the trail just vanishes in all this rocks. Awesome. All right, literally after 8 seconds of walking, here's the trail again, so it's all right. It's just... Okay, I'm making good progress now. I mean, the trail is nice and soft. I got nice views. Things are looking up, baby. Yeah, the Molar Creek has got a lot more water, that's for sure. If I have to cross it, I hope it's nice and spread out. Can't stop marveling at some of the views. Look at this, look how the views all go away all of a sudden too. Should have put a campground in here someplace with the view of this. Amazing. Oh, maybe there is a view of this. I mean, campground shouldn't be too far away now. Molar Mountain again. 1.4 kilometers to where I think the campground is. Oh, look at this coming in here. Sweet. Oh, I really needed this. Oh my God. This is fantastic in here. I'm so content right now. A little bit of misery. You know, I got pissed off at all trails. Just allow yourself to experience it. You don't have to be happy all the damn time. And now, when this happens, it's like, oh my God, it's so much better. It's just, oh God, this is awesome. This is heaven. Well, there's so much water coming out of there that you have to do another crossing. You got the sense that this is pretty newish. I mean, the trail is here, right? Well, cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Well, 5 seconds later, here's more trail. She's all flooded. If I knew where I was going down there, I would just go walk along, walk wherever I want, but I want to follow the trail. Apparently the campground is not so easy to find. Just spotted somebody way down there, so I think I may have just, oh yeah, there they are again. Big white jacket just sticks right out. I think I might have just gotten a big clue as to where my campground is. Maybe this person came out of the campground because they heard me bear calling. I have to say, I was kind of hoping that would happen. Yeah. I don't think I really understand the supposed confusion. I could see not one but two signs from the trail, which I didn't think was that hard to follow. And there's a ribbon. Whatever, maybe these are new signs. Alrighty, now I'm gonna cross this guy. Shouldn't be too hard though. I found her. Thanks to the guy with the white shirt being a big beacon, that kind of helps. Outhouse. It's a luxury I'm not going to see much on this backpack. And you got a bear hang. Well, the campground that shows up on all the apps, it's about 70 meters farther down. So that's, I mean, that's close enough, all right? The view's outstanding. Oh man, I've got to make some supper. I'm gonna eat it like right there. I've got to get my tent up. It's kind of different. I haven't found like picnic tables. Each spot has a fire pit right beside it. Down here too, right beside it. And as far as I can tell, there's not really any designated eating area. Like a little half piece of stump here, and I just kind of push it back, and not bad, not bad at all. This is something I've done new this year. I've discovered that sometimes there's a substantial weight difference, like between 125 and 195 grams. It's, I mean, one of my breakfasts is like 85, 90 grams. So I weighed them all and figured out which ones are heavy, and those are the ones I'll wipe out first. There's no rhyme or reason to mosquitoes and bugs. On the sawback, they were basically teeming. The Mount Assiniboine Loop I did about 10 days ago now. Almost nothing. It was weird. I loved it. You got used to it so fast. You just forget so quickly. And today, I mean, I was getting bit whenever I would stop and stuff. Just little ones, right? Eventually I'd put on something up at the pass and stuff, like horse flies. But as I sit here at sunset, which is usually when they're out like crazy, there is nothing. So strange. Might as well be thankful. Got my food up. I have so much food that I can't, that even after I'm done, I'll go to Red Deer Lakes, which will also have a bear hang or a bear box. And even then, I'm going to have too much food to put in the bear bag. I'm going to have to do bear hangs on my own, probably, and use the bear bag. Oh, so bright. Oh, get the flash going. I don't think I could have asked for a better day. My body is quite tired. There's a few things that are a little bit concerning for 10 more days of backpacking. But I mean, I drove 3 hours. I hiked 18 kilometers. I got here in time to put up my tent, eat. I put my knees in the water. It's about as good as you can ask for. Thank God for that last 2 kilometers. That might not have been the easiest kilometers all day, but it was certainly the easiest kilometers since I left Mosquito Creek Campground. Oh, I needed that so bad. Tomorrow, to Red Deer Lakes, and it's hard for me to know how far it is. I think it's about 16. That's the calculation I came up with. I'm not entirely sure why. I mean, I pretty much measured with a ruler on this trail. That's the only way to figure out where things are. Anyway, good first day. Good night.